What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and to another video. My name is Edwina and this is Versicolor Closet, where we love all things colorful. In today's video, I'm doing a pack with me because tomorrow I am going on vacation. It is going to be a 10-day trip where our first stop is going to be Portugal. From Portugal, we're going to be going to France, and then from France, we're going to Morocco before returning back to New York. I'm super excited about it because we had so many trips canceled because of the pandemic. So this is going to be our first big trip post-pandemic, and we're super excited to just, leave the US and go explore. But with that in mind, this is the first time I think we're doing a long trip with 3 different cities. Because of that, I wanted to make sure that I'm packing for each city in a separate packing cube. If you guys saw my video during Vlogmas where I shared travel essentials, those packing cubes that I shared, they are really a lifesaver. Whenever I'm traveling, they allow me to keep all of my things, organized. But typically, I'm only going to one location at a time, so I just use a couple and fill in my carry-on, and that's it. But because this trip is a little longer, I'm going to be separating all of the items that I'm bringing for Portugal in one packing cube, all of the things for France in another cube, and all of the things for Marrakech in another cube. So I just wanted to share the process with you guys in case you have any summer travels coming up and you wanted to have an effective way to pack your clothes. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So what you're looking at is my bag filled with all of the clothes that I'm planning on taking with me on vacation. So I have already gone ahead and separated all the clothes by cities, and these are the packing cubes that I'm going to use. So for this part of the video, I'm going to just, like I mentioned before, just separate the things that I want for Portugal in one packing cube, and then I'll just speed up this process just so that you can see what I'm doing without making the video too long. When deciding what outfit to wear in what city, I think that the weather and the culture basically help to dictate what kind of vibe that you can go for. For Portugal, it was gonna be somewhat cool, so I brought things that could be layered with a blazer. If a cardigan is more your speed, then you could totally go with those because, we were going around end of June and early July, so it was still fairly cool. And then for Paris, it was gonna be a little warmer, so I went with things that were like Parisian chic. And then for Marrakech, it was going to be burning hot, but I still kept in mind that their culture is a little more conservative, so I didn't do any short shorts. I basically went with dresses, things that would still keep me comfortable and stylish, but that weren't necessarily extremely revealing. Not that I wear super revealing clothes anyway. But yeah, always check the weather and be mindful of people's cultures because you don't want to be disrespectful by what you wear. So far, this is what we have. I have this packing cube that is filled with all of the outfits that I'm wearing in Paris. So another thing I should mention is the fact that I actually tried on these outfits and made sure that I'm not just packing random like individual pieces, I'm packing full outfits. So whenever you see like a pair of trousers, there's a matching top that's gonna go with it. If there's a dress, then of course that's easy because you can just throw the dress by itself. I always make sure that I'm packing outfits so that when I get to my destination, I'm not overwhelmed with trying to put looks together. So I have this larger cube that I use for Paris. It basically fit everything. I have this other cube that's the biggest size. That one I use it for all the things for Portugal, but I use this size for the clothes that are going to Marrakech because I don't have another large cube. So this fit half of the clothes, but it doesn't fit the other half. Thankfully, the pack of cubes that I ordered, I believe there's 8 or 9 different pieces in it. So instead of having 1 cube for Marrakech, I'll end up having 2, which is not a big deal. In this other cube, I basically put all of my bathing suits and all of my pajamas. Because we're going to 3 different cities, I ended up packing 3 different pajama sets, and I didn't have to necessarily separate them, but I wanted to do basically 3 days with one in one city. Whenever I'm going to the next city, I'll put that with, the pack of dirty clothes that I have so that I don't have to mix the clean stuff with dirty stuff. So just having 3 different sets, it's definitely gonna make my life easier. Now, another thing that I bought that's making my packing easy is this organizer that I ordered from Amazon. It's really beautiful, and I love the fact that it has this sleeve that you can slide right over your carry-on in case you wanted to bring this as like your personal item. So it comes in different sizes. There's one that's a smaller size and it comes in a shape of a square. So that one, if you don't have a lot of toiletries and things, then you could totally go with that. This is the medium size. There's also large and extra large, but depending on the size you choose, they let you know which color options are available. I ended up going with this one. I don't remember how much it was, but I'd say probably around 30 bucks. So once I open it, you're able to see like all of the toiletries and makeup stuff that I brought. These separators, you can actually remove them. So let's say you had something that was bigger than the space that was provided, you can actually remove them and place them closer or further apart so that you can create sections that are in the exact size that you need. So that really makes your life easy. You can put them, you know, this way, or you can turn them around the other way. You just slide them down like so. And that's it. This is one of the body scrubs that I talked about in the hygiene self-care type video. I always recommend using these. They allow you to exfoliate really well, so I highly recommend traveling with those. I have my makeup sponge, powders, and you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this definitely is something that makes it easy to travel with. So I'll just be dropping this in either my carry-on or my check bag. So typically, I like to travel light, so I would go with just a carry-on. But this time, I'm bringing a carry-on, a large suitcase, and also a duffel bag. Just to be on the safe side, I decided to pack a few extra tank tops and t-shirts that can pair with any of the bottoms that I already have. So I threw them into the Portugal bag since I had extra room in there. I just got this handbag that I'm bringing with me on the trip. So I want to keep it in its dust bag so that it doesn't get, you know, in touch with anything. But can we take a moment and acknowledge her? Like, she is stunning. This is like a canvas type of finish. It has this brown rim, and I ordered it from Amazon. It's from a company called JW Pay, and their handbags, like, one thing about me, I love structured handbag. I don't like when I can fold my handbag. I like them to be able to stand up straight. So this is like a crossbody bag. I'm pretty sure I could also use as like an evening bag if I just tuck in the straps, or you could actually remove them completely. I'm just obsessed. It's just so beautiful, and I think this will pair perfectly with so many of my colorful outfits because it's a perfect neutral. So just wanted to show you guys that. So when packing handbags like this, I like to pack jewelry in them. So if you have anything that's not gonna stain the bag, like I would say accessories, you know, belts or anything like that, you can maximize the space in your luggage by filling these with whatever you need. So next up, I have my camera bag. This has my camera and all of my travel essentials. I make sure I have all the different chargers that I need, mini tripods, all the things. So that's that. This is basically the type of pouch that you could use for practically anything. You could basically pack skincare products, you could pack undergarments, like whatever you need. So this was a gift for my birthday, and I love the fact that it has my name on it. It's also like this really pretty suede, and I wouldn't want it to get messed up, so I wouldn't take the chance, you know, with putting like oils or anything in there. But you could even use it to like house all your chargers. Like, let's say you needed your Apple Watch charger, your charger for your phone, and you don't want all the wires to be tangled up together. So it's perfect to use these type of pouches for that. I also have my laptop that I'm gonna take with me. I don't typically take a laptop with me when I'm traveling because I don't want to do any type of work, but this time I'm going to be vlogging the entire trip, and I want to just make sure that I have the laptop as a way to back up the files that will be coming from the camera. That's the only reason why I'm bringing the laptop, but it's perfect to have like a case like this. I picked this up from Target. So yeah, this is perfect. I decided to bring a couple sets of workout clothes. So I'm going to throw the workout set into the packing cube that has my bathing suit, and that also has my pajamas, because there's still a little bit of room. I can squeeze more things in there, and I don't want to have too many packing cubes if I don't have to. So I'll definitely consolidate those. That way it's easy access. And I actually love when the packing cubes have like that sheer material that you can actually see what's in it, because that kind of makes it easier. But even when it doesn't, I think once you open it, you kind of have an idea of what else you packed in it. Because I don't have another like large set of packing cubes, I'm going to see if I can roll these really small and pack them into that one cube, because these are my clothes from Marrakech and I really don't want to have to bring a second bag for it. So like when I have shorts like this, instead of folding them in squares, you could actually just roll them up. That way you make more space. So I'm going to attempt that and see if it fits everything. Wow! I did it. So scratch what I say about needing 2 different packing cubes for Marrakech. I managed to squeeze everything in here with the exception of one dress. So that dress, I'm going to hang it with the things that I don't want to fold. So this duffel bag is the perfect thing to have because it opens up to the point where you can keep your items in there without necessarily having to remove them from the hanger. So for my, more special pieces that I don't want to fold, I rather travel with them like this. And once you zip up the area that has the hanging pieces, then you can just zip up the rest of the bag and just pack over it. So I'm going to do that now. I've never actually put 4 hangers full of stuff on there, so I am hoping that everything fits. And now that they're in, I'm just gonna zip it up. I managed to fit everything in, so now I am going to zip up the sides. Now that both sides are zipped up, then I can just pack things in here. Because I'm going to put more stuff on top of these clothes, I will be mindful not to put anything liquid that could potentially spill and mess up the clothes that are underneath. I also don't want to put in loose things, so I would rather use like bags like this, things that are already secured, so that when I need to get access to these clothes, I could just easily remove those things and just close up the bag. I forgot to mention, this was another one of my travel essentials. I absolutely love this thing. It is a travel case for your sunglasses. I actually left the 6th one empty so that I could put my actual prescription glasses in there. That way I don't have to bring a separate sunglass case for each pair that I'm bringing. So this is super convenient. It's available on Amazon. I'll be sure to link it below if you guys are interested. It's really genius, and it also has like this little hook that if you get to your destination and you want to hang it up so that you can just easily just grab each pair. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. One thing I must mention, like I have these glasses that are a little taller than the rest. Like the others, they fit really well in there, but the taller one, you could see after I close it, there's like a little gap, but other than that, like it's actually closing, so it's perfectly fine. This particular one holds 6 pairs. There's another option that holds 5 pairs, and there are different like shapes and things like that on Amazon, but this particular one is the one that I've tried, so I highly recommend it. It's really useful. So after packing all my clothes, I still have these packing cubes that are left. So like I mentioned, I could use some of these for like undergarments. I could use them to put my shoes. And you guys will notice that I didn't actually pack any shoes. I'm gonna use one of these packing cubes to bring a couple pairs of flats, and I think I might bring 1 pair of heels, but for the most part I am planning on wearing my white sneakers because they are white and they go with every single outfit. I am not trying to be wearing heels every day on vacation because there's gonna be a whole lot of walking going on, so I think it's imperative to just pack the essentials and not overpack and have a whole bunch of things that you're not gonna use. I actually ended up packing just about 20 different outfits. I'm gonna be away for 10 days, and I figured I would more or less use 2 outfits per day because you might hang out throughout the day in one outfit, then you can get back to your hotel, take a shower, and then get dressed for dinner. So I basically did like one like daytime look and then one nighttime look for most of the days that I'm gonna be away. I'm going to be laying this sheet on the bed so that I could put my suitcase on it. You know, typically you put your suitcase on the floor, so I definitely don't want to lay them on my bed. Here is the suitcase that I'm bringing. I got this from Marshall. Like I got a set of 2. This was the large suitcase, and then it also comes with the matching carry-on. I've never actually used this, which is why it still has all of the the tags on them. Since my packing cubes are already organized, I'm basically just gonna drop them in here and try to squeeze them in. As you can see, all 4 of my packing cubes fit into this one side, and I also have another side that I still have enough room to fill up. So, and here I can include my skincare and makeup bag, so that will easily go in here. My camera bag, I think I'm gonna put that with my stuff that I'm taking on the plane, because definitely not throwing my expensive camera down, you know, in my suitcase. Another thing that I typically do when traveling is to make sure that I have some outfits in my carry-on just in case something happens to my luggage. I don't want to not have any outfits at all. I am also packing this beach bag. I don't know if we're gonna have time to go to the beach, but in case we do, I want to have the beach bag to bring in all my stuff. Which reminds me, I want to include a couple of towels, although the hotel typically provides you this stuff. Whenever I have extra room to bring my own towels and my own pillowcases, I love to do that. So I'll definitely be adding those. I also have to add my undergarments. I left out my travel outfit, and you know, I also left out the sneakers, because the same sneakers that I'm wearing to travel are the same ones that I'm gonna be wearing with most of these outfits. Another thing that I mentioned in my travel video is this travel adapter. I've had this for a while but never actually used it. On this particular trip, I'm definitely going to use it, because in Europe, they don't use the same outlets as they do in the US. So this is a universal adapter that basically works no matter what country you go to. It has, you know, the different ports for Europe, Middle East, Africa. It has one for North and South America. It has one for UK, Hong Kong, all of the things. Okay, so I mentioned this again in my travel essentials video. You definitely need one of those if you're traveling internationally. So I definitely will be sure to be packing mine. I'll link one below in case you're interested. Because I don't want to overstuff my bag, I don't want it to be too heavy. This is all I'm really adding into it. I'm going to close it up and basically pack everything else that's more intimate and stuff into my carry-on. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. I'm super excited to go on this trip. So if you guys want to keep up with all my travels before I post my travel vlogs, I recommend you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I am online everywhere at Versi Closet. I'll be sure to put it in the screen, and all of my links are actually in the description under every video. So never hesitate to click on them and follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in another one. Bye guys.